I welcome you all with love. Here I am again in Brazil. We're having a really wonderful fast, and the focus of my spiritual fast is always liberation. Already more than 95% of the people have had Kundalini awakening. The Brazilians are very active. They're very good and sensitive to these awakenings. There is a really interesting thing, though, that happens in the liberation process. And that is we give up the illusion of free will. Free will, which everybody's so interested in, is an illusion that is powered by our need to have a sense of control and power over our life. And we do have some choice. But the choice isn't really power over our destiny. The choice really is, somebody wanted me to wave, the choice is that we can choose to make it easier or harder on ourselves. We can choose to go along with the flow, with the river that's going on, or we can choose not to, or try to choose not to. As we progress in our spiritual path, we really begin to get the idea, we really begin to understand that our real job here is to align with the flow of our destiny, to align with the river of consciousness that's flowing through us. And when we can align with that, which is the key, then our will and the will of the divine becomes one. There's really no separation. And that's the key. There's the old story about the person who was kind of weak and weary, and God took him on the divine shoulders and carried him through. There was only one set of footprints. And at the end he said, well, where was God in all this? And it was like, you're missing the point. God was carrying you through this whole process. So when we really understand that whatever is happening for us is for the best, it's all to elevate us spiritually, it's all to help us wake up, and the only thing we have to do, if we talk about choice, is choose to show up and choose ultimately to align our will with the divine will so that we are part of the cosmic flow. And it's that simple, but also that hard. So as things happen, if we can get the right orientation, which is this is the flow of God happening for only one purpose, to elevate me spiritually. Wow. And at that point, we give up the illusion of free will that we have choice. I'll tell you a funny story. It's a true story. 1987, we had the harmonic convergence, and around 1989, we took a very special tour to go past the Iron Curtain, so to speak. And we were doing a ceremony. I do a ceremony where I release the dead souls, like in the concentration camps. And we were at Auschwitz. And we weren't at Auschwitz. We were in Poland, and I had already planned out the menu for our little group, and a lady comes down, she says, I created this breakfast, it's the perfect breakfast. I said, Carolyn, I'm sorry, we planned this 3 months in advance. What you did in your flow of consciousness, you aligned with what was already happening. And that's the key. Let's not have the ego illusion, which puts us in separation and fear, that we're the doer. We're the person that can choose to go along with the flow in an easy way or not. And that's the key here, is that things, our destiny is given to us. I like to say it this way. Our destiny is the movie theater, and it's filled with different movies that all which help us in some way. It's our own movie theater. And our little bit of free will is which movie we choose to see, knowing they're all given by God for us to ultimately see. So be at peace with the flow, and I'm going to use the flow of the Tao as the same thing, and know that whatever God does is for the best, and all we have to do is show up and align the illusion of our free will with the divine will, and then everything flows at its highest octave. Peace be with you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Takiyasu.